Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA player. Here's Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Take a look at the Spurs, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Outside for Wembanyama. Bangs home the trifecta. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Out left of the wing. Launches a three. Tim Duncan with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to talk with Denver's head coach. Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Drops in the tray.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Outside Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Clock is at 3. Offensive rebound.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's Castle. Barnes outside. Back to Vassell. Pass to Champagnie. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Marshall to bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Spurs leading by 3. Cloak loose. Howard with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Vassell, no good. Now Westbrook. Pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there, just hammering it home.
Vassell outside. A three from Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land. Wembanyama's got 11 points. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Over in the corner, Washington. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Marshall. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Duncan. And sent back by Howard.
Huge swat from the big fella Howard. An absolute force defensively.
San Antonio leading by 4. Vassell outside. Wembanyama right side. Marshall with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Marshall. Nobody back. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Knocked away. Westbrook with the steal. Duncan with it. And it's Howard picking him up. And stolen by Barnes. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Down low. Wembanyama. Nails the baby hook. 13 points in the game.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Duncan. Outside Williams. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get them.
The Spurs, 13.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Here's Reeves. It's Joe on the wing. Hachimura the screen. Pass to Brown. Oh, good with the triple.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Into the lineup with the Spurs.
Spurs leading by 5.
Chris Paul.
Johnson in the corner. Pass to Castle. Johnson left side. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Assisted by.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
Here's Brown. Rebound San Antonio. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Johnson left side. Here's Howard. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Howard's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Reeves. Scoreless thus far. 6 on the shot clock. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it really is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Barnes outside. Johnson from outside. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. Hachimura, no good. Here's San Antonio now. They're on an 11-1 run right now. Wasted no time on that one. And the Spurs lead by 14.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says, open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in our locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
You can't put a price on it, David. Thank you.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Brown. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Pass to Howard. Pulls it up. Hachimura grabs the miss. The Nuggets trailed by 14. Reeves with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Back to Reeves. Now Hachimura. Howard with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Kicks it out to Johnson. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Champagnie. Holmgren with the steal. Reeves outside. And here is Hachimura. A three-pointer off the mark. Vassell outside. And so it's San Antonio, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Nuggets trailed by 14. Stolen away. Pass to Castle. Here's Champagnie. Clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Johnson, wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Reeves with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. From deep, Williams. A rebound by the Spurs.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player, generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Reeves outside. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Williams outside. That one's not going to go. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to Wembanyama. To the wing right side. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Reeves. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Using leverage and positioning to his advantage, Hachimura is able to knock the ball away from the opponent.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. The Spurs making a switch here. And the Spurs with possession. It's an 18-point lead. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And that one's good. Barnes.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Williams. Back to Hachimura. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Hachimura's got 6 points.
The immediate response from Hachimura. The 3 at the other end, that thing fired him up.
Wembanyama, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Left side, Williams. Back to Reeves. Duncan inside. Good defense by Wembanyama.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Pass to Castle. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And that one's good. Champagnie.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Williams can't hit.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
San Antonio making a switch here. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Nuggets really having a tough go here. Here he goes. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here is Williams. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Pass to Hachimura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Trains the three-pointer.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Paul, right side. Barnes outside. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Pass to Champagnie. Over Duncan. Duncan with the block. And so it's San Antonio in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And with
The Spurs, 55.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Champagnie. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. The three-pointer is right on target. Wembanyama's got 20.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is. All the officials are all over that one.
At the line for Denver.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for San Antonio.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Here's Champagnie. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Nuggets ball. Into the lineup with the Spurs. Number 15.
Now here's Westbrook. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Wembanyama outside. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Out to the wing. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Westbrook, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Got that one up quick.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
To the wing on the left. Here's Wembanyama for three. And so here's Denver. Floats it up for Holmgren. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play. Normally he dreams that.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Pass to Wembanyama. Connects in the foul line jumper. Wembanyama's got 7 points for the quarter.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat, Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell. And taken away by Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. The kick out to Barnes. Paul left side. Wembanyama outside. Just 4 to shoot. Now here's Howard. Count that one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Spurs substitution. Number 5, Stephen Castle.
Westbrook up top. San Antonio with the rebound. It's tipped. Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. From the arc. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams can't hit. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. That's good from Castle.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
Fires away from outside. Vassell grabs the board.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been